السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، أما بعد. Welcome back, my friends. In this video we are discussing about keywords in scientific research. We are discussing 5 keywords in this video, that are concept, fact, theory, inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. So let's move into the video. Firstly, a fact is any phenomenon or action that is verified. In other words, what you can verify or prove is called a fact. Then an example, sunrise is a fact since it's an observable, never changing occurrence. Obviously, it is very important to know that facts remain facts even after several centuries. There is universal truth behind a fact. So the facts are measured or observed, they never change and are unmistakable evidence. Like the earth is round, we need oxygen, such like a very universal truth is included in facts. Then what's a theory? A theory is offering an explanation of what has been observed or verified. It so happens in science that certain verified actions or happenings need explanations to make the world understand these universal happenings. These explanations are what we are calling theories. So a theory is the explanation to the facts. Then the interpretations of scientists on universal facts are called theory. It's very simple. For instance, the theory of gravitation. We said before that the falling of apple from the trees into the surface of the earth is a natural fact. Then he explained it. He found why apples fall from trees and astronauts float in space. He found it was by the influence of gravitation. That's all. Then let's talk about concept. The word concept derives from the Latin word conceptus, which means to take in or to conceive or to receive. Then the definition of concept, it is an abstract idea generalized from particular evidence. Then our concept about these things, our concept about that things, that are what we mean by concept. We may feel some similarities between the definition of concept and theories, but the main difference between concept and theory is that the concept needs not to be tested. A concept needs not be tested, but the main component of a theory is that it must be able to be tested and proved or disapproved. That is the stand of theory and the concept. They are differing. A concept is an abstract notion, while a theory is a collection of explanations about a particular subject. That's all. And also we have to discuss about is a general idea, but a theory is an explanation that is supported by significant evidence. A concept does not have such evidence backing it, and a concept can be unorganized, but a theory must be organized. Okay, now we have understood what is meant by a fact, a theory, a concept. Now let's talk about two types of reasoning: deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning. These two types of reasoning are leading us to the theories and concepts of facts. Then what's meant by a deductive reasoning? Deductive reasoning takes a general rule and uses it to make a more specific example. Firstly, we take a general rule. Look at the example first. All tutorials on induction have examples. This is a tutorial on injection, therefore this tutorial will give examples. Firstly, all tutorials on injection have examples is a general rule, all tutorials. Then we reach into a specific rule that this tutorial will give you examples. Okay, this tutorial will give you example is a specific example, that is this is not a general, this means a specific, but all tutorials it's a general rule. Now look at the inductive reasoning. It uses specific examples to make general rule. Okay, let's understand it through example. This tutorial gives example. Okay, this is a specific example. This tutorial gives example. That tutorial gives example. There is another specific example, that is that tutorial gives example. Here is a tutorial, this tutorial gives you example, and there is another tutorial which also give you example, then many tutorial gives example, then we are reaching into a general rule, therefore all tutorial give examples. There is a general rule. Then the first we said was specific. Totally, the deductive reasoning takes a general rule and uses it to make a more specific rule. First a general rule, then reaches into a specific rule in deductive reasoning. Then in inductive reasoning uses specific examples to make general rule. Firstly a specific examples, then it makes a general rule. I think you have got it. Okay, let's wind up. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.